Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And my original plan for this video was to work on Nuclear City here because I've got a substantial fire risk and I really need to get some population in here. So I need to get this infrastructure built up. I need to get food into the small shopping centre here. I have set up a distribution office to getting that in. I need to get education built. We need to get the heating finished because winter's on the way, and we've also need to get some power into this area as well so that everything is working really quickly. Now the reason the game's on pause is I need to talk about a few things that will come up in the comments, and with winter coming soon there'll be snow on the ground, and some of the things I want to talk about are going to be a little bit tricky. In fact, I think I'll talk about those first, then I'll come on to a major problem that I've actually got developing. So if I come up into this area here, well, the first thing I should show you is if we come in here, I've still got quite a lot of over 21s, and I think Snafu actually asked the question about whether escapees in relation to over 21s is something you can ignore. And technically, yes, you can ignore, but something you need to be aware of is the fact that the over 21s are your next generation. If they are living at home, they don't have children, and that can actually cause a long-term problem within your economy, because what you could then get is effectively have a death wage as a large number of people reach their death at the end of their average lifespan. And what you will find is that if you don't have a new generation coming through, you can get a sudden drop in population with all the attendant complications to that. So yes, you can afford to run with a little bit of surplus, which in some ways I'm quite happy with at the moment, because what I want to do is dump at least a couple of thousand or over 1,000 people into Nuclear City. So at the moment that over 21's situation isn't too bad. Now the next thing I want to talk about relates to a comment about this junction here, saying it's really scrappy and why don't I use roundabouts. Well, probably the best way to explain it is if I come into here with the wireframe, if we can get an orientation. Building roundabouts in this game can be a little bit tricky, because what you've effectively got to do is come out and build it in two sections, but you can see you've got to get the angle exactly right, and then what you've got to do is take out, I think it's that run there, and then if you've got it dead right you can come in here, and if you've got it wrong you get that situation there. So building roundabouts in this game is not exactly easy, is probably the polite way of saying it. I mean, I think it'd be really good if they introduced a tool or something, or there was a mod where you could actually place roundabouts. We'll give it another go. I don't want to spend too long on this. I think I probably need to what you need to do is get that opposing line in opposite like that, and then cut this back again. And if anybody knows a better way to do this, feel free to tell me in the comments. So you can get a roundabout like that. And that's about the smallest roundabout you can actually get. And you can see that that takes up a fair amount of space on the map. And I certainly couldn't fit one in there. And of course what you can do is take off road like this. Oops. Okay, just trim that back a bit. So you can take off roads like this, but to be honest, I've never really found a good reason for a roundabout, because I think if you can manage the traffic in this game, you don't really need the roundabout. It can be useful aesthetically, and if I was building on a map with more space, I probably would use them for that reason. In fact, in my next Let's Play, I probably will put in roundabouts and other items and more complex road junctions, simply for aesthetic reasons. But to be honest, at the moment, I can't really see the point of building roundabouts here, because you can see my traffic is generally quite light, and I think the key to that is by using conveyors and railway. Truthfully, if you really want to move large amounts of goods in this game, railways are far more superior. Using lots and lots of trucks just congests your roads up. And of course there's another potential problem in the fact that once you introduce private cars in the game, the traffic seems to get a little bit out of control. And the next thing I want to talk about is something else that people have asked about, and that is using highways. And you can create highways in this game by using the one-way system. So what you can do is, again, I'll just use this area here. You can put a road in like this and a road in like that. One tip I will suggest is that if you are building a potential highway, lay it out two-way first, and then once it's finished, then you actually just quickly convert it using this symbol here. Now, I've got no problem with the highways because you can see we get a nice highway with 2 lanes in each direction. The problem is it comes back to the roundabout problem, in the sense that you can't really seem to build elegant junctions in this game at the moment, because because you can't seem to be able to curve things in very well. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can. I mean, the amount of limit you can curve with this is quite restricted. And of course that then leads into the fact that if you want to do an interchange here, you're effectively reduced down to putting roads in like this again, which effectively means you're just creating a junction similar to what you would with a normal two-way road. So again, I think highways are useful for connecting two cities if you've got space, and if you've got potentially a lot of traffic going backwards and forwards. But to be honest, having a highway in an urban area doesn't seem to work that well. And again, the question is yes, I could have a highway from here down here up to here, but what's the point if I can build a railway? And I think that's the key factor that I need to consider. So that's the next thing. I'm just going to turn off the wireframe. Now, the other thing is I've got a potential problem here, which I noticed that I needs to be fixed as well, because what I actually did is Staffu suggested that I needed a crossover. So what we've got is a crossover up here so that I can use the 2 trains out here to build. And I did signal everything in here, but I think I've messed it up a little bit with, yeah, I think what we need to do is change this here and here, and we need to put one in here so that there, and of course we need an out one that way and an in one that way. We want to signal everything up properly now. That comes that way, and of course this will come out this way, and the chain will come in that way, and I need a chain signal there, because there's no crossover here, because the way I built this, it's a bit of a mess actually. What should happen is the construction trains should come out round here now up to here and be able to work. We'll also be able to get back, and eventually what we'll do is we'll keep pushing this out. I think I can now unpause the game, and what I would like to do in this part is actually build up to this area here. So that's the next thing out the way. The next thing I want to talk about is vehicles, because in the last part we got our vehicle production going, we got our car dealer over here is finished. One thing I haven't got though is I haven't actually assigned constructions to my actual car parks here. And of course without the car parks you can't actually sell cars, not trains. So I think we got one more here. I think I've got another one just over here, yep. So we've now got the car parks assigned, well, the construction of the car parks, and what we've got to do now is we've got to move the cars here over to the car dealership. Now you can micromanage this, because you can actually quite literally say move one car over to the car dealer like that, but that is very low level intense micromanagement. And of course that's what you can also do with trucks. If you build a truck, you can move the truck into this area here. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to come in here, and where have I got an open hole, and we're going to get an open hole license here. A nice big ones there actually. Yeah, what we're going to do is come in here, we're going to buy an open hole, and what I'm going to do is assign that, and what we're going to do is build an open hole truck, which will then we can then put into here. And because one thing you can't do is, if I can find the distribution office, yeah, it's a construction office. Where's my distribution office? Here it is here. You can't assign truck movements or vehicle movements to a distribution office, so you've actually got to manage it manually, which is a potential problem if you are creating cars and then you decide to build a truck like I've got here. because what will happen is it will actually move your truck to the car dealership. Okay, that out of the way, I need now to get on to something that's becoming quite important. I'm kind of rushing a little bit because I don't really have the time, because I could get into trouble here. And you can see here I've got the coal-fired power station is approaching completion, and I was checking this just before I started recording, and you can see my actual coal store here is dropping. And I couldn't work out quite well what was going on, and that is actually having an effect on my heating plant. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to switch this off, because I think what's happening is we're getting temperatures too low now, which means my death rate's going to accelerate. So I need to get coal into here, so we may have to slow steel production down. And again, this is an example how this game can really sneak up on you. As you can see here, what's happened is that the demand for coal now is being outstripped by this processing plant, because I've got loads of coal in here. So what we're going to need to do is get this built, and I think we'll assign you. And of course, what we're going to need to do is build these conveyors in as well. So in fact, I think I might send the northern crew down here like that, and I'm just going to come in here, and we're going to get this built here as well. I think we'll let you guys give an assist here. I really need to get this built. We need this built as well. You get the feeling that these guys are very eager to get working, and in some ways that's encouraging that they can actually get to here, because I was a bit worried about whether the workforce would be able to get here with respect to once this is built. But we do really need to get this built ASAP, and to that end what might need to do is a little bit of micromanagement here. I mean, these guys have still got some coal. This is full, and you can see that this is actually consuming coal, so there's a bit of a mistake here. What I should have had is another open store here, so that I can actually do things. I think for we're running out of coal here. How much steel have I got? I think I've got enough steel to be going on with. I mean, I've got 67 million. So I think at the moment I'm just going to make sure that it's the heating plant that's actually coming in here, because otherwise what I'm going to get is a population crash. See, we're still getting a reasonable number of deaths. Escapees, well, tough luck. In some ways I want to run a surplus of +21 so that I can put them into Nuclear City. I'm just going to get over here and see what's going on over here. Right, we've got the bus station built, and we've got residents in here. Got this here, but we don't have anyone building this. Okay, Nuclear City, Trout Lake. Okay, you get over here and build this. How's the road situation going? Okay. Nuclear Constructions, pick that up. These guys can give a bit of an assist as well. I mean, there's not a lot going on over here. I think what I might do is, can people, how close there? I mean, I know this is a little bit too close for what's going on. I mean, I've got people. Actually, have I got food into the shop yet? I did set up the distribution office, so we got food and clothes, but we've got no heating because we got no. Well, technically we got heating, because that actually has power. What they don't have here is power themselves. Here. I think somebody also asked me about vehicle depots. You do need to build vehicle depots, because one of the problems is if you don't have vehicle depots, when you purchase new vehicles, it takes such a long time for them to get in position. So I think what we're going to do is, I think this is the nearest vehicle depot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a couple of buses, and then we're going to get back to Nuclear City. I've got a gas station over here. Yes, I've got a gas station, haven't I? Do this. Oops. Your job is to pick up workers here. I think we need education workers, and then you're going to unload workers here. Get you going. And the other bus, I want you to start here. And your job is to go up to here. Load workers. And bus stop, unload. This is the key one. Because what I want is them to get people into this fire station. I mean, I've got the fire trucks. What I'm going to do is just wait a little while for the buses to get over here. And what I might do is, if this is not completely finished, I have to put a bridge on you as well. If this is not completely finished, I might buy this just to get things moving forward. Because I am very twitchy about the fire situation here. Just going to get back over here. I do really need to keep an eye on this situation. Otherwise we're going to get... So everyone's nice and warm. How are we doing? This is... Okay, the crews are working really hard here. So in theory it shouldn't take that long to build this. I'm going to bring the northern crew down as well. I know it's a long way off their range, but I just feel the need for this. Actually, while we're doing that, so apologies for flashing all over the map. You should, I mean, I'm assuming by now. Oh no. Oh, because we haven't got the workers here. Okay. So it's going to take a little while to get that finished. I mean, my trains are doing, my track layers are doing quite well. Let me just check on the other ones. I think Stafford also said about trading with the NATO, and I would like to export to NATO, but at the moment I'd rather keep the dollars. I mean, I could flip my oil train down to this way. Let's have a look and see what the oil situation is. Ah, got no oil there. Got a little bit of oil there. Where is my oil train? What are you doing? Where are you? Why are you bringing in all loads of oil? Why did I do that? And why is this tank empty? So what's up with my oil trains over here? Both the fun and frustration of this game is... Well, it says you got 1,000 tons here. There's supposed to be an oil train here. Okay, where are you? It's almost like I'm not getting oil production through from here. Now, I do know I've got power problems. Yeah. Again, I think it comes down to demands that... So it looks like I'm going to have to import oil again as well until I can get the oil fields line over here. We can get more oil flowing into this area. So many things to do. So many things to do. Okay, how are you doing? Well, looks like we've actually got a truck here. But the bus has arrived. Of course, he's got no workers. It is understandable. And of course, okay, so we're actually doing the groundworks for this now, and it's all finished. It didn't take long. Apologies, I'm going to build this. I just really need... I mean, it's only 20,000. What that should do is give me power. Temperature in building is too low, yep. Now, what I'm about to do is not recommended, because what I'm going to need to do is get over to here. How's the over 21s? Yeah, we got 1400 over 21s. How's the... We got no coal here now. That means my steel production is stopping, and we're now out of steel. Okay. Just turn that on to get some coal flowing into here. I just need to keep an eye on this, and we'll get some coal flowing into here. Keep the steel production going. And just gonna let that run. In fact, let's just put that over there. And what was I gonna look at? Over 21s. Of course, it goes that way. Okay, I'm just gonna hook you. They get over to here. Of course, we've got no real education or anything over here as well, so we're gonna have a problem with that. But I just need the workers in here. And we're going to need university educated. Okay, ha! And what we're going to do is come here. I'm going to assign you to here. Okay, the heating plant is holding up at the moment. I think I want another one of these being built actually. I think we're going to have to accept losses from this area in the short term. There's no workers. Okay, my heating plant is getting down too low. So we're going to have to come here and switch you off again. No, wrong one. Want to switch you off here. I can't afford that to get too low. Turn you off. Get back over to the... Right, I don't need that many in there. I'm just going to drop you down. I've got fire protection, I've just got no heating now. Come on. We don't need that number of staff. Drop you down. Oh, we get a click click noise now. So I haven't built the roads yet, and I think I'm suffering the consequences. Right, the school is open. Nuclear construction. Let me just get over to Bridge City. I think we're... Again, it's right on the extreme limit of this construction site, but you don't really have actually cancel that. I think you're already working on that one, aren't you? And I think you can give an assist to that as well. Right, so we've now got the warehouse finished. Now I'm not going to worry too much about shifting the supply from the shop to the warehouse at the moment. I want to sort that out in the future. But, come on. Yeah, these people are already dying because we haven't got the hospital finished as well. Okay, we've already lost most of our workforce already, so we're going to have to go over here. They're being sacrificed for the cause. So we're just going to have to pump some more population into here. Let's put some educated people in here as well. This isn't going to do my over 21s that much good, but I'm afraid that's the way it's got to be. We don't really have enough people in here. No workers. Oh. Just want to check which is the one going to the small heating plant. Make sure you are definitely picking up workers and you're definitely dropping them off. Come on. Got a little bit of heat going now. And let me just get back over here because I've got heating problems again. How are things going over here? You got plenty of coal. You've got a little bit. Okay, it looks like things are coming online now. It's being built. As soon as this comes online, go here. How's the population now? Okay, we're down 939 things. Okay, you got there. So we're actually gaining now. So obviously our coal consumption has shifted a little bit, but I would still like to get this building finished. But we can actually get things going. So yeah, I think my temporary drop in production here, but I would still like this finished. Yeah, get back there. We'll just have a quick look about what's going on up here, make sure everything's going okay. Fine. Okay, this he's actually started work on that bridge, which is good. Oops. Okay, we've got 2 trucks here now. We're going to go back to actually let's buy another template for a different coloured cars. Let's give the population a little bit of choice. Where is it? Where is it? Private vehicles. Where is it? Personal cars. There we are. Let's just get. I think that's a Fiat 126, isn't it? Maybe we'll make a few of those as well. And we're just going to select the blueprint. And now I've got a couple of trucks here and I don't want them moved, so we're going to send them to there. And send you to there. I've got one more truck operating. And of course they're off straight off to the fuel depot. Yep, get some fuel. I'm not sure. Can you cancel these? What we're going to do now is pick one of you up. We're going to hook you to there. Send you to here. And you're going to pick up vehicles and you're going to unload vehicles. And we'll just get that going. And up you go. Of course, because I've allocated into here, but what you will see is the vehicles will disappear here pretty quickly. You can see he's got eight cars on there. And of course, what he's going to do now is take the cars down to here. Hopefully we would have, yeah, we finished at least one car park here. Oh yep, somebody's actually bought the car that I moved. So at the moment we've got a single car owner here who's parked in the car park. Anyway, what I'm going to do is a quick flip over, and here comes our car transporter, and if you watch him he will come in here and drop the car off. A lot of people walking around here in the snow. I hope they enjoy that. You can see it come in here, and if we zoom in, we've now got our car dealership is now working. And look at that, can't get in there quick enough. Obviously cars are very popular. And of course, you guarantee that the car's going to go off to the gas station as well, or you can use them. So we've got the beginning of our personal transport empire here. How are you doing? We're nearly finished. Let's just get back over to disaster area or nuclear city. The population has crashed again. I think I'm wasting my time here a little bit. I think we're just going to have to carry on with the risk. We'll just let everything keep running at the moment. And maybe trying to get the population here in winter wasn't such a good idea. I suppose we've got no fire cover now. No. I think what I need is at least 2 more apartment blocks so that I can allocate people specifically. Anyway, we'll build the food back up again. Actually, what I can do is, where's the distribution office? That is our distribution office. And what have you got here? And what we're going to do is allocate you to there. Remove you. You're going to deliver food and clothes to here. And we'll go limit. Maybe we'll just push the food up to 36. And 16 tons of clothes. And what should happen now is we'll actually get the food in here. Okay, yep. Virtually everybody's died. Oh well. But we still got 1,042 over 21, so I think it was an experiment worth taking. So we've now got that running in there. We've got. So we're now out of steel. Okay. Click on here. Yeah, I'm just gonna enable that again just to get our steel production up and running. Yeah, so I really need to get this finished. Yeah, I mean it's a kind of catch-22 situation, because to make this I need the steel. So in some ways I've got to keep the steel plant going at the same time as keeping everybody nice and warm and toasty in here, so not everybody dies. Let's have a look at the profile. There's actually a button here that shows, if you click this, I think it shows you all. Is it all? Oh, that's here, sorry. And it actually shows you all your escapees, 4,084 overall, and we've had 23,000 deaths, 26,769 immigrants. And you can see those immigrants were right back in the beginning of the game. And this month, yeah, we've had 209 escapees so far. And of course, we're now in January. Deaths is balancing out. A little bit worried about this education situation as well. Let me just check the education. I've got to find the schools first. I've got here. Oh, that one's. I mean, the schools don't seem to be excessively busy if I can find them. He is. That one is. This one's not quite so busy, but it doesn't look like it's too bad in this area. Go over and take a look over here. The clinic, I think there's the school. I think this is the school. It's not too busy either. Let's say, actually, if you've got any over 21s as well, let me just have a look. No, so you're kind of in balance. The real problem is this area here. Let's just have a quick look at Bridge City if you've got any over 21s. Yeah, you've got over 21s as well now. And how about my Northern City? Nope. So you don't have over 21s either. Just have a look. I've lost a truck because you were building a truck here. Got one spare truck there. We've got no cars for sale. Well, it goes without saying. But we've got a few cars now in the car park. We got a Fiat 126. And I've lost a truck. Let me just see. That's the problem. Okay, let me just come back to... Yeah, see, he's got that truck on board. What's that there? Oh, did I build a pollution monitor? Oh, so didn't even know I built that. And of course, this place doesn't have bricks. I don't think I'm shipping bricks into you here, are you? Nope. You need to pick up bricks and boards to build the bridges. So we need to assign. Yeah, I forgot about that. So many things to do, so many things to do. You can come down here. Got bricks. And load bricks. And you can then get you a few boards as well. Boards. And you can unload the boards as well. Make sure I've got the right... yeah, it's the right one. And of course what we're going to need to do now is adjust this so that you can store bricks and boards. You've got storage for boards, so we just need to add the bricks. And hopefully that will get sorted. Let me just check the... No. Turn off. Probably got low temperatures here now. 92 citizens who don't have meat. So what's going on with my meat production? I think it's just a question of shipping, isn't it? Trying to stay on top of everything is incredible. So how are you going? So it's the steel production. We've got a little bit of steel here. Got 40 odd tons of steel. So yeah, we got the coal here. Let me just get back over to Nuclear City. How things going? We still haven't had a fire. We're just gonna have to chance our arm with the fire. Got the hospital. Got that there. This is still waiting for asphalt. Get sinew. I think we'll get all the crews on that. That might actually help. Okay. And this is going quite well. How's the oil supply? Yeah, we're getting oil in here, but I need more oil. I need more of everything. So let me just... Let me just get up to here. What we got? Okay, we've got 1,500 tons in here, 1,500 tons in here now. So my oil train is actually keeping everything going well. And hopefully that will slow up the process a little bit. Wow. Okay. I mean, I could reassign, build more track out this way, but then these guys would come into conflict and I'd have to signpost it. I think we're just going to wait for the, yeah, it looks like the bricks are starting to come in a bit now, I think. Let me just see, we're getting bricks into here. Yeah. So obviously this parking lot is filling up quite quickly. We got a couple of cars in here. And I'll be interested. Hey. Pause. Where are you going? Own a car, station, task at stop. Where are you going? Okay, you're just moving between parking lots. Actually, it just suddenly occurred to me that you can't really use the cars unless you provide them with somewhere to park, don't you, next to the factories? I think at the moment I'd still rather them use buses to go into my factories. I mean, we could put a parking lot up here as a bit of a fun experiment, I think. And what we're going to do is put a parking lot up here. So I'm going to be completely honest, I don't really know that much about using vehicles because I've never really been that much of a fan of them. Give you the road crew. Get you guys into here. And we'll just build a small parking lot there, just for the fun of it. This building up here, house of population. So we've no longer got people, well, we've still got 144 escapes, we've got 644 deaths. So we've now got more births than deaths, but we've still got 1,000 odd over 21s. Yeah, I think the problem is still... Okay, so let me just run. Yeah, you're back up to 80 odd tons. We can switch you back on again. I mean, sometimes when you've got crisis, you just got to go for the micromanagement option, whether you like it or not. Let's get in here. I think we can flip back over to Nuclear City. Yeah, the population is gone. I mean, I'm half tempted to put in a dedicated bus station that will actually take people to the heating plant. So we'll have the main bus station here, and then what we could do is allocate a block of people who will effectively keep the heating plant going. Why do we only need 7? I mean, could I put a heating plant in? So we're still waiting on this asphalt. Building the hospital. I mean, there's any pathways I can put in here? Yeah, I think we can put a pathway in across to there, to there. Yeah, there. I think I've assigned a refrigeration truck here. I think what we're going to do now is we've gotten a distribution office over here, and I've got a spare slot here, so go to this depot. Cancel that road there. And we're just going to send you to there, and then once you're there, I can, what we'll do, oh look, we're just coming out of winter. Okay, so we're back in February. Wow, time has gone really quickly. Let's get back over here. Now we've got this built. We've got 15 tons in there, so what I can do is I can assign that to keep the food supply going. Just go, oops, put paths. Right, I'm aware time is pushing on, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give a quick review of where we are. So Nuclear City's struggling along quite well. We're now coming out of winter, so we can afford to take a little bit of a chance now with the temperature. This is dropping, so we're going to have to switch this back on again, off again. We do have quite a pile of coal here. We've got 2 of these conveyors now built here. This is making progress. The coal-fired power plant is working quite well. And then up here, how's the food situation or crop situation? So this is now completely out of crops already. Got a little bit of crops up here being picked up, and we've got no crops in this area. How's the... Whoops, the crops in here, so we got a food surplus in here for the moment, so we're good in that area. Go to depot. Just sort this guy out, see if we can actually... I think the only way we're going to get rid of that truck is to send him to the depot and tell him to unload it. Okay, so we're just going to... I mean, we got... Okay, they're both unloaded now. But which is the one that's... you can go back to delivering. Effectively, if you're going to build a specialist vehicle, what you've got to do is stop the automated delivery from there. Otherwise, the things will just get out of control. We've got this area here. You guys have got bricks, so you should now be working on this. Yep. Yeah, he's on the way. So he's going to build this bit here. And then let's check the progress of my other construction trains. I think what you should be doing is working on this one. And up here, I've got absolutely no idea what's going on up here. This guy's actually built into here. Okay, so it looks like we've got one job missing up here. Let me just see. We got the 2 jobs here, so we can get back to where is it? Let's assign you to there, and you can start going up this towards that tunnel, getting that built. I'm not going to worry too much about that until, because this is nearly finished as well. So eventually he's going to come through and up onto there. And just to finish off, what we're going to do is, that was the rail tunnels here. Well, you're nearly through, but this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we're going to carry on trying to get Nuclear City up and running. Hopefully we're going to do it through the summer this time rather than the winter. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.